お前は何者だ。
それはさっき説明した通り。
聞き方を変えてやる。お前、私の正体を見ただろう。
When our girl Eileen went and chased after James, and he looked her dead set in the eye and said, "Who are you? I know that you saw my final form." And she got her breath exasperated. She was like, I was like, don't end. I literally yelled out, like, no joke. I yelled out, don't end. And yeah, sure enough, the ED came in. I was like, no. What a just absolute ride of an episode this was. Like, there's so many different connecting points this episode, but like not only did this Kyle person, you know, this church demon hunter, find out at the beginning of the episode, you know, and maybe his name's not Kyle, I don't know, the blonde hair guy, you know, the blonde hair guy, you know, finds out, you know, by, you know, picking up from where we left off on last week that Eileen is not only a female, right, but also is just basically lying. And they basically form a bond that, hey, I know that you're from the church. I know that you're a demon hunter. You know that I'm a girl. Don't say anything. Deal? And he's like, okay, deal. So I like how they oh no, Kyle was is the one with the ponytail. So I don't remember what this guy's name was. So correct me in the comments. I don't remember this guy's name. But you know, they form a bond, they form a deal. Then the episode keeps going on, and then we move into you know, Isaac doing what he does best, you know, basically finagling the teacher out of his money, and, you know, catching the teacher up in a lie as they try and investigate more about this demon incense and stuff. Then we get the piece where, okay, Kyle comes into play. Eileen catches him up because he has a disdain, or no, not disdain. He has a clear love for cats. So she sees he has cat food in his pocket. She uses that to get on his good side. Eventually, you know, at the end of the episode, Kyle and the blonde-haired dude, they both end up becoming, as Isaac said, you know, her underlings as well. So I thought that was really cool. Rachel also became one of her underlings. Obviously, Rachel doesn't know her true identity yet, you know, but she's the antagonist of this story arc of the second game. So she's incredibly important to be on Eileen's side. So she is now on Eileen's side because now she's going to go and break off her engagement. I'm sure we'll see actually that break off of her engagement next episode. We'll probably see more of that. Then we see the 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, which is James, right? That's the dots I've connected. Is this 𝐜𝐴𝐶𝐷 demon is in fact James, which is so weird. So 𝐜𝐴𝐶𝐷 has now threatened this school, and you know, he's basically threatened the school and said, "Hey, give me the Holy Sword Maiden, or I'll destroy the school," kind of thing. So I was like, okay, very, very weird stuff there going on. And 𝐜𝐴𝐶𝐷 may not be James, but that's the way I understand it so far. And if I'm misunderstanding it, I'm sure it'll get cleared up, you know, as the episodes kind of like roll out and stuff. Then we have the attack of the duck. You know, Eileen plays the duck and stuff. As she saw the demon lord, she saw Claude interacting with that Selena girl. Very jealous there. You know, I thought that was a very hilarious scene. You know, and then we see Eileen interacting with the student council as well as Selena. And we know that she's gonna hold some grudges. She's gonna get revenge. She's gonna get back at these dudes because they said that she looks like an ogre kind of thing. So I'm very excited for her to get back at them at some point. We find out that the Demon Lord actually requested Selena for this event that's gonna be going on in the school. And then, you know, we see that we come full circle back to the end of the episode with the whole situation where Kyle, Eileen have kind of had to tell James a semi-truth because of the demon incense that has occurred and that has happened. And then we see the end of the episode, the true end of the episode, where James is kind of like trying to out Eileen there. So who knows on where she's going to drive this going forward. In my personal opinion, James calls her out. He's like, "I know you saw my final form." I'd be like, did I? I don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, so I would kind of go down that route. So I'm going to be very interested to see on which route she actually ends up going down, or what path she decides to choose when, being called out by James. But definitely James could be a friend or a foe, so she has to be very, very careful with how she ends up approaching this. Does she say she's a girl? Does she say she's a holy maiden? Does she say that, yeah, I saw you, but I know that you're not inherently evil, try to get on his good side in those ways? What's the actual goal here? And I think, in my personal opinion, and I don't know which way Eileen's going to end up going, but I think that she definitely needs to find his motivations. What is he trying to accomplish? She needs to try and figure that out, and then kind of like get on his side to try and see, okay, kind of where that goes. But I was definitely held up in suspense. I was in my chair just like, what's going to happen? And then the episode cut off, so I was a little bit of a sad boy about that. But overall, amazing episode of The Villainess. I love this anime so much. I think it's one of the best anime of the season. Honestly, like, when I think about new anime this season, not talking about Bleach, not talking about My Hero Academia, not talking about 𝐒𝐻𝐴 Demon School, right? Because those are like the 3 anime that have returned. Obviously, Bleach has returned after like 10 years, but I'll still count it because, it's technically a new season of an anime that existed, right? So when I think about brand new anime that's never existed before in any form, the 3 anime that have really kicked ass this season has been Villainess, Taming the Final Boss, Bibliophile Princess, and The Eminence in Shadow. I think these 3 are kick-ass brand new anime that deserves to be in the high 8s, if not 9, like low 9s. They're not perfect. Neither 3 of them are perfect, but they're kick-ass anime. And I am just excited that we have these really high-arcing, rated anime in a season where we already have My Hero, where we already have Bleach, where we already have 𝐒𝐻𝐴. 𝐒𝐻𝐴's, it's like a 7 out of 10, but it's solid. And when we have, obviously, Chainsaw Man, which is Chainsaw Man, right? People have been waiting for this anime for years. So I think the fact that we have an anime that's on this isekai romance subgenre over here that's also awesome is a huge compliment to the anime. So let me know what you guys thought about Selena, what you think about Eileen or Eileen. Let me know what you think about the boys, Kyle, and remind me, I'm going to find out. I'll look on my anime list right now and see what this blonde-haired dude's name was. I forgot his name. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments below. And what do you think is going to happen with James and Eileen? All right, my friends. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Have a good Halloween weekend. Peace.